Hello and welcome to Cartagena Marina. This is our pontoon behind us. It's October and it's hot. Well, we've had an interesting couple of weeks. We've been anchoring out, exploring the area and doing some maintenance on the boat. There always seems to be maintenance.
Yep, there always is, but it's a pleasure to do it in this sort of climate. I've been out there in the mornings and evenings just doing little jobs, and it's been great fun actually.
And we've been cycling, so we've been seeing around the marina as well. So I hope you like the film. Coming up, a beautiful sail on the 1st of October, my birthday. Walking along the coastline west of Cartagena. And splashing out on a paddleboard. It seems everyone has one. Sometimes it's nice to go sailing just because you can. No reason, just that the sun is shining and there's a few knots of wind.
Sailing with all the hatches open is not something you'd do in October in England, that's for sure. Here we go, my lovely.
Wow, a birthday drink.
Birthday drink.
Thank you, darling. Aperol, my favourite.
And a lovely day sailing.
Oh, it's fantastic. 1st of October, for goodness sake. Love my birthday. Thank you, darling. Cheers.
We don't normally get that, do we, in October for your birthday?
No, it has been very busy in the past.
Yeah, well this is great. And we're going to go to a little cove and anchor out.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure if we're going to anchor out or take a buoy actually, because the pilot book says you have to take a buoy and it's quite small, so we might have it to ourselves if we're lucky.
We're now heading out to sea at 6 knots. I guess we'll have to tack soon.
Yes, yeah, we should be able to tack and then make a line straight in. Calacerado, this little bay is called.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll see what it's like when we get there. So as you can see, this bay should be pretty sheltered. And when we came in last night, it was flat calm. The wind was coming offshore, and actually the wind died to pretty much nothing. But then the swell came up out of nowhere, and that's one of the disadvantages from the Med. That sort of happens, you get swell. It's died a little bit now, but it was a pretty rocky night. Very strange. I mean, the wind, as you can see, we're pointing out, it's coming offshore, it's a light wind, but swell's just coming in. It's probably only about half a metre, 3/4 of a metre now, but we had a 2 metre swell in the night, so we were really rocking. So yeah, not a lot of sleep, but it's come down a little bit now, so I think we'll have a little look ashore before we try and find somewhere a little bit more sheltered for tonight.
That not only looks lovely on the hillside but also smells wonderful is this wild rosemary. God, there's just tons of it. I think we should take some home, Steve, for cooking. There is a coastal path, but you still feel like you're finding your own way up the hill, and there's certainly no one else around. It's just peaceful.
So you can just see the edge of the cove and the dinghy, but not the boat. Down there somewhere. I don't know what it is, but whenever you moor somewhere where there's hills, you want to climb up and see the boat from up high. It's always nice to do. And actually useful in this case because I can see the solar panels are dirty. Give them a clean.
Looks like a secret cove, doesn't it? I bet you down there by the rocks, I bet that's good for snorkeling. And it is good for snorkeling, except for the jellyfish. You have to keep an eye out for those. The water is beautifully clear.
After the swim, it's time to tackle those solar panels. As well as the dirt, you can see there's a big shadow on one of them. That's from our radar. I know the current's going to be down, and sure enough, we should have about 25 and we've only got 14. Anytime we get rain from the south, we get dust from the Sahara. Makes everything filthy. I know most of the drop is going to be down to that shadow, but it'll be interesting to see how much more we get when the panels are clean. Well, there you go, an extra 3 amps. Every little helps.
A nice thing to do after a swim is to have some pimientos. We've had them in Portugal and also in Spain here. Part of a good tapas. That's the olive oil. And we want some salt. Some salt behind here. So make sure the oil's really, really hot. That's key to that. And then lots of this salt. So I get this going, put a little bit of salt in. And then in go the pimientos. They come in different sizes. I really like these small little ones. So I have a colander here. That's all they need really, is a little bit of a wash. All of the oil. They want to be softened, and personally I like them a little bit black on the edges so you can just see that it's cooking the skins, but it's all a question of taste. We went once to just a little restauranty bar place on a beach just outside Cadiz, I think it was. And people were eating just pimientos and a glass of beer, and that was lunch. We've got a bit more than that today, but I can see it, you could live off pimientos. Perfect. Steve, lunch? Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you. And what a glorious day.
So this Mediterranean diet's supposed to be good for you?
Absolutely, you'll live to be 100.
I'm not sure the amount of salt we've got on these pimientos, I'll live to be 100.
But that does make them taste nice though, doesn't it?
You need it, yeah.
There's something about...
It crisps up the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
After lunch, we decided to move to a more stable anchorage. The swell was coming from the southwest, so by sailing round the corner, we should be better protected. And that is how it turned out. Light winds again, perfect for a parasail. And another gorgeous sunset.
One of the fun things about our winter berth here in Cartagena is waking up in the morning and looking out of the hatch and seeing what you're going to find. Today it's the Queen Victoria, one of the more stylish of the cruise liners that we get out here. They usually arrive about sort of 7 in the morning, and amazingly you don't hear them. It's only really when the tannoy starts going to tell the passengers what's going on that day that you know they're there. So this is the one for today. I did Google her this morning. She takes 2,000 passengers and has 1,000 staff, so it's going to be a bit packed in town today. I think it's a day to do something else. Might as well do a few jobs around the boat, and if you'd seen the last episode you saw that there's a couple of bits where the deck was staying wet. That's always a sure sign of some water getting through the caulking, so I'm going to re-caulk that a little bit just with this, the Fane Moti tool. Any of these vibrating tools will do the same job, but you get this attachment for the Fane where it just has a little cutter that you can slide through and pull the caulking out without gouging away at it. Makes the job a lot easier and hopefully a lot quicker. Okay, well I did speed that up a bit, but it took less than an hour and pretty easy to do, so I'm happy with that.
I mentioned that some coastal paths are tricky to find.
The world's not to a climber.
This is a case in point.
Oh God.
It's a bit loose stones, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very loose
You've got to be
stones.
careful not to knock them down on each other.
Yeah.
But look, here it is. Obvious.
This is a bit scary. Woo! Don't look down, don't look down. Don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Don't look down. Woo!
And that's why. At some time or other, this entire coastline was fortified.
I think we're going to duck down and get through this now. The path seems to go through the pillbox. Oh.
Wow. It's a very short pillbox. You get a good shot at our boat from here.
And a good shot of some paddleboards. We've got to get one. That means a cycle ride from the marina to the sports centre a few miles inland.
So we've decided on that one?
Yeah, I think it's alright. I can take it back on the bike, just about. But we have got to carry the pump and the paddle as well.
Yeah, I can probably put that in the backpack.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to using the paddleboards, but we must find a flat anchorage because frankly it's more difficult than it looks. We do see people though anchoring out, then getting on their paddleboard instead of getting the dinghy out. So it's people are using them all the time now.
Yeah, they're more and more popular, and what sold it for me actually was when we borrowed one in the Solent. On episode 1 you can see it in there, and actually could get right up to a seal in a way that you couldn't do with a boat, and you come and play with the paddle. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do with it.
But we're going away for a couple of weeks now. We're going back to England for a bit of work and a bit of to see family and friends. But then we're back at the end of the month.
Yep, and hopefully weather will be good enough to get over to Ibiza, so we're looking forward to that.
Okay, thanks for watching and do give us your comments. We love hearing from you.